wifey and I had a rare day off here and decided to go hit one of our local flowages and just look for some different types of rocks, agates we have around here, jasper, some other gemstone stuff. But I was here 2 minutes and I come across this guy right here. Do you see it? That's this right here. A nice, beautiful agate and some basalt. Let me try and get that focused. Look at that guy. And the wifey's already found a few little chips and everything. And this was literally just a couple minutes in. I think it's going to be a good day. As you can see in the basalt, it's got little pieces of the agate going all the way through it to the back. Problem is, how do we get that sucker out of there? Well, let's see if we find more. And the wifey just found a nice little geode. It's going to need some cleaning up, but some cool little finds so far. Let's see if we can find some more. The wifey's saying, come look at something.
I know it's not maybe not an agate, but look at, I don't know what it is.
That looks like banded shirt.
Which is still pretty cool.
Yep. That'll fit in the tumbler real nice. Alright, a little bit blurry there. My zoom isn't the best. And we got a nice little piece of quartz with limonite right there. Those can actually produce some agates too, but you have to take them to a cutter. Here you go. You want the banded shirt?
Yeah.
Just brought it back. My wifey likes the little geode. And I found a pretty decent one. In fact, I'll have to get the glass out and look at it, but it has some agate qualities to it. Probably not, but nice little geode inside that guy. Sorry about the blurriness. You can see where it goes all the way through there. We got a gap in the back. And there's our piece in the front. Take that guy home and crack it. Might have something inside. Thought this guy might have been one here. Trying to get it to zoom. Not zoom, whatever. My phone sucks for focusing, but from what I could tell, that's just quartz and feldspar inside a piece of basalt. Sort of cool looking still. I gotta give you folks a little bit of the view here. This is our beautiful flammable foliage along the Chippewa River. On Chippewa Flammable. Beautiful little river. Goes on quite a long way. These crazy little tiny islands everywhere. Just big piles of rocks. We'll take the kayaks out there someday and maybe look at the rocks. It is gorgeous out here. Nothing like being in the wilderness. Yeah, partially in the wilderness. Now I'm going to work my way around that little point right there. See what more we can find. Just found a cool little piece of what I think is flower jasper. Those can cut pretty pretty. Really pretty if they're cut. Some are me. There's only one way to find out that guy. And that's to take it home and cut it. On for more rocks. Really cool piece of porphyritic basalt here. It could be some potential agate, hard to say. One in every 1,000 porphyritics have it, or maybe even more, but that one deserves a little more investigating. Could be nothing. Could be something. Some pretty nodules in there. What if we just got this guy? A little bit of jasper in it. Basalt. All kinds of cool stuff going on in this guy. Look at that. That is some beauty in there. We'll definitely have to do a little exploratory on this guy too. Wow, that's got some beautiful color in it. And then she found another crazy one here. Appreciated, which means just a whole bunch of different types of minerals and rocks embedded in her. Once in a while you find agates in those guys too. And all we can do is take her home and give her a cut. And she came back to me with a nice little piece of banded jasper. Those always tumble nice. Got some real pretty pieces at home. Just found a cool little piece of porphyritic basalt. That might turn out nice in a tumbler. Yeah, it's got some good lines and breaks in it. Yeah, sort of cool. It'll be pretty when it's done. Another little piece here. It's got some little eyes in it. Limonite. Some lines. It's got some good staining and such. It's got all the signs that it could be an agate inside there. That's another guy that we're just going to have to cut and see. I'm not too confident, but you never know. Nice little hunk of chert here. This is what the Native Americans used to make the arrowheads out of. As you can see, she's got some really sharp edge just being fractured by itself. Pretty cool. Worthless to me, but I'm sure somebody'd like to try and nap a nice little arrowhead out of that guy. Found something sort of really funky here. I'm trying to get a good picture of it. It's a really like dark greenish crystal. And again, I'm not a damn expert, but I know what people have told me around here. If you get the green inside these rocks, it could be kimberlite. And kimberlite is a precursor or a potential for a diamond to be inside. Diamonds are not common around here, but they've been found. If there's any experts out there watching this, hey, what do you think? A little funky brachiated rock. Try and get a good view of it on the camera here. It's got some neat colors and everything. Not sure. I don't think it's agate. It's got some different cool little fractured crystals in it. First I thought the guy was jasper, but it's got all kinds of stuff going on. Another golden for the tumbler. And another piece of basalt here with some really, really, really cool nodules in it. And some sort of porphyry, but camera don't give these guys justice. Maybe if I put it in the water here, you can see it a little better. Yeah, look at those cool little lines going through that guy. I think it'll be really cool when it gets tumbled. See, got a little smiley face there. Huh. Sort of looks like Groot, but made out of a rock. Okay, wandering along here. And I think I got the find of the day here, folks. Try and get this to focus in here. It's got everything going on. It's got some agate banding. Look at some of that beauty there. Oh my gosh, all the way around it. Got a few little eyes in it. All kinds of wavy stuff. I thought this was actually a piece of banded iron formation. Ooh, look at some of that color in there. Just wow. And a nice deep little geode in there too. Holy cow, this guy's a beauty. Look at the size of that thing. Can't wait to take that one to the saw. I almost hate to. There's some beauty in this thing. I'll try and focus on the red bands here. Hold on one sec. Look at some of that color. Look at that banding. Wow, that is just gorgeous. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous specimen all the way through the rock. Can't wait to cut that guy at home. Hopefully there's something really beautiful. Yeah, I dried this guy off. Sorry, it's hard to see with the sun on my phone right now, but there's some beautiful agate going through this guy. Hopefully it's solid agate on the inside. We might have a gorgeous specimen here. By far one of the nicest ones I've ever found so far. All kinds of crazy stuff going in. I'm just wondering how much of that's a geode too. That is one sweet rock. And here I was just looking at the bottom thinking it was another piece of banded iron, which those tumble nice. Until I flip this guy over and holy agates all over this guy. That is so, so cool. It's only like the fourth one I ever found in my life. But that's what we came out here for. She said there was a good potential. There's some nice lava flows in the area, everything else. And probably only 20 miles downriver from Lake Superior, so I guess we found a hot spot. 5 agates so far. 3 of them are so-so. 2 are really nice.
Reds. You're going to have to look through the glass.
Oh, okay, my wifey says she found one. Got the limonite. I'll take a look. Pretty little piece of sandstone. Ain't much you can do with this stuff. Throw it in a tumbler and it turns to dust, but still pretty. Let somebody else find that guy. I'll put it right there for them to find. Somebody might enjoy that. Okay, this piece has got me a little curious. I thought it was jasper. I'm seeing some limonite with maybe would be a few little agate lines going through it. And it's a big guy. This one's got me stumped. There's jasper in here. Iron banding. That looks like limonite with some maybe agate banding in it. Almost every color under the sun. Well, this guy's going home with me. I'm sure there's probably a few of you real rock experts out there going, yeah, that ain't shit, but I'm learning, so. I'm learning, and I really like this rock. This guy's sort of cool. All kinds of crazy stuff going on. Little lines, little pits. Some sort of conglomeration. Not 100% sure. Again, but I think it would cut really, really nicely. Might have some coolness to it. Kinds of crazy stuff going on. Well, folks, unfortunately, my little rock hunting trip, my phone went dead. So I'll have to finish this up with home. The coolest ones that we got were right at right before my phone went dead was this guy, which is a beautiful agate and geode. This guy's got all kinds of stuff going on. I know I should be cutting it with a saw, but I'm really nervous because of that geode. It could shatter on me. I'm looking for suggestions on how to get this guy opened up without doing too much damage. If anybody has an idea or suggestions, please let me know, because that's a beautiful piece. I've never seen an agate like that mixed in with a banded iron formation like this. It's pretty neat, actually. Like I said, when I found it, I thought it was banded iron. That's how it looked when I picked it up. Thinking, oh, it looks like a nice little piece of iron formation, and wow, what a surprise. But that thing's got all kinds of cool stuff going on. This little guy, yeah, she's a beauty. Trying to get her to do it justice here. It's got some nice banding in there. You can see it a little bit right there. Some eyes up in the corner. And I know it goes all the way through. I'm a little nervous about cutting this guy too, because I don't want to damage it either. I figure I'll just shave the basalt off as close as I can to it and throw it in the tumbler and pray. And a few cool little pieces of jasper. This guy's sort of unique. Might be an agate inside it. I'll have to cut and find out. Another nice little piece of jasper. And the wifey had this guy. It's got a little bit of agate banding on it too. And you can see him in there a little bit. Not very big at all, but hey, these are our first agates, so we're sort of happy and proud. So folks, I promised you a follow-up video. This is just a nice little pile of rocks that we dug and took from our little trip. Some really nice jasper here. I love the jasper. That's what I go for all the time. That's how I found that big agate. I thought it was some banded iron jasper. But anyhow, I promised, and we had some disappointment with my agates and some surprises. But anyhow, I'll show you my disappointment first. That big black one that I said I would cut and trim off all the basalt. Well, that big black one ended up being this little guy, and that's it. I cut it till I was just starting to see the white. I was really disappointed. I was hoping this guy would be a lot bigger. But nope, it is what it is. And then we had a little surprise. We didn't even know this one was an agate at first. I put it on the saw, and it turns out it's a moss agate. Nice little piece. We got 2 pieces out of it when I cut it. Got some pretty color in it, among other things. And nice little surprise. Then, of course, the 4 agates that my wifey got here. And I forgot to mention, she also found a nice little fossil. And one little geode agate that we also stumbled upon. Nothing spectacular at all. This is just me. But anyhow, on to the good one. This is the big guy. Sorry, I should have took video of me cutting, but didn't think about that again. I'm not an expert at this crap. I just do this for fun. But this was the original guy. I had to cut the bottom off to make it fit my little itty-bitty 6-inch saw. And this bottom is mostly banded iron jasper as far as I know. Maybe tiger eye. I was still trying to figure that out. But you can see I cut just a little bit of the agate off on that guy. And we'll save that and probably polish it too. But this beauty here, that's the guy. Okay. Looked nice on the outside. Let me dunk it in water here. But the inside is just unbelievable. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of agate. I'm not sure what the host rock is yet. I'm still thinking it could be tigerite, but that's extremely odd and rare for the area that we're in around Lake Superior here. As far as what I can research, again, I'm not an expert. I'd like an opinion if there's an expert out there that can tell me what the hell this is. But it doesn't match what most Lake Superior agates actually look like. Especially with the brown material that it's in. It's almost like a dark brown banded iron formation, which you can see a little bit on the back here. In fact, that's how I found it. I looked at that and I thought, jasper. I was wrong. And then the other piece here is just as nice. Sure, a few bubbles from the... I had to clean it off with some soap because it hasn't been polished yet. So it had some fine dust from the cutting. And again, I got a crappy tile saw. That's what I used. I was scared to do, but did it anyway. I was told on a few forums, go right ahead and pull the trigger. But as you can see, this thing is just unbelievable. Try and zoom in on some of the detail here. Some reds, all kinds of color. And of course that geode I thought went all the way through. It sort of did. That's this line for the geode here. Didn't break on us, thank God. And that's got some beauty in it too. But yeah, quite a nice piece. And again, I know I don't have many followers, but if an expert out there somehow stumbles on my video, any information would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting.